Hello students, now we will discuss electric current and Ohm's law. Electric current, the rate of flow of electric charge is called electric current. It is a scalar quantity. If Q charge flow in time t, then the current capital I is given by I is equal to Q upon T. Put this question number 1. Units of electric current. In SI system, units of electric current is ampere. If Q is equal to 1 coulomb and T is equal to 1 second, then from equation 1, current capital I is given by I is equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 second is equal to 1 ampere. Therefore, a current of 1 ampere is said to be flowing through a conductor if 1 coulomb charge is flowing through it in 1 second. Other definition of ampere, it is observed that two infinitely long parallel conductor separated through distance r, these are two infinitely long parallel conductor separated from each other by distance r, carrying current I1 and I2 in the same direction. Current I1, current I2 in the second conductor flowing in the same direction attract each other with a force F per unit length. Attract each other with a force F per unit length given by F is equal to mu naught I1 I2 upon 2 pi r, where mu naught is constant and is called permeability of free space. Put this question number 1. If I1 is equal to I2 is equal to 1 ampere and R is equal to 1 meter, then from equation 1, F is equal to mu 1 into 1 into 1 upon 2 pi into 1, or equal to mu naught upon 2 pi, or is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 upon 2 pi, because the value of mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. Now pi and pi cancel each other. 2 1 2 and 2 2 4. So we get is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton per meter, as F is the force on unit length. Therefore, 1 ampere is that current which when flowing through each of two infinite long parallel connector placed in free space at a distance of 1 meter from each other exert a force of 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton per meter. So this is the definition of 1 ampere. Now Ohm's law, it states that if physical conditions, temperature, mechanical strain, etc. remain unchanged, then current flowing through a conductor is always directly proportional to potential difference applied across it. This is the conductor of resistance capital R. Potential difference applied across it is capital V, and current flowing through it is capital I. So mathematically, I proportional to capital V, or V proportional to I, or V is equal to I into capital R, where capital R is constant of proportionality and is called resistance of the conductor through which current is flowing. Put this question number 2, where capital R is constant of proportionality and is called electrical resistance of the conductor. Now electrical resistance, the property of conductor by which it opposes the flow of current through it is called electrical resistance of that conductor. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, or R is equal to V upon I. Put this question number 3. Therefore, mathematically, resistance of conductor is defined as equal to ratio of potential difference applied across the conductor to the electric current flowing through it. So this is the mathematical definition of electrical resistance. Now units of resistance in SI system, units of resistance is ohm, or symbol is omega, capital Omega of Greek letter. From question 3, R is equal to V upon I. If V is equal to 1 volt and I is equal to 1 ampere, then R is equal to 1 volt upon 1 ampere is equal to 1 ohm. Therefore, the resistance of a conductor is 1 ohm if 1 ampere of current is flowing through it when potential difference of 1 volt is applied across it. Graph between V and I. Axis take current and along y-axis take potential difference V. This is the graph between V and I, and if the graph between V and I is straight line, That type of resistance are called ohmic resistance, that is, they obey Ohm's law. And if the graph between V and I is not straight line, that type of resistance are called non-ohmic resistance, as they does not obey Ohm's law. Now ohmic and non-ohmic resistances, the resistance for which graph between potential difference V and current I is straight line, are called ohmic resistance, or the resistance which obey Ohm's law are called ohmic resistance. For example, resistance of metals and the resistance for which graph between potential difference V and electric current I is not a straight line are called non-ohmic resistance. That is, the resistance which does not obey Ohm's law are called non-ohmic resistance. For example, resistance of semiconductor, PN junction, transistor, etc. Now factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. Consider a conductor of length capital L, area of cross section capital A, and current I is flowing through it. Experimentally, it is observed that resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to length of the conductor, that is, R proportional to L. Put it question number 1. Number 2, resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to capital A, the area of cross section of wire, that is R proportional to 1 upon A. Put it question number 2. Now 3, resistance of conductor depends upon nature of material and also depends upon the temperature. Now combining equation 1 and equation 2, we get R proportional to L upon capital A, or R is equal to rho into L upon A. Put this question number 3, where rho is constant of proportionality and is called resistivity or specific resistance of the conductor. It depends upon the nature of material and temperature of the material. If L is equal to 1 unit and A is equal to 1 unit, then from question 3 we get R is equal to rho into 1 upon 1 is equal to rho, or rho is equal to capital R. That is, resistivity of material is equal to resistance of the conductor of that material of unit length and unit area of cross section. Or consider a cube of side 1 unit Therefore, area of any phase is also equal to 1 unit, as 1 into 1 is equal to 1, and if current I is flowing normal to any phase, then the resistance of Q is equal to resistance of the conductor of unit 1 length, resistance of the conductor of length 1 unit, and area of cross section 1 unit. Therefore, it must be equal to the resistivity or specific resistance of that material. Therefore, resistivity of material is equal to resistance of a cube of that material of unit length when current is flowing normal to any phase. So this is the definition of specific resistance or resistivity. Unit of resistivity in SI system, unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Now conductance, the ease with which current flow through the conductor is called conductance. Mathematically, reciprocal of resistance of conductor is called conductance. That is, conductance is equal to 1 upon resistance. Units of conductance in SI system, units of conductance is mho, the reverse spelling of ohm, the unit of resistance. In SI system, units of conductance is mho, MHO, or Siemens S. Conductivity, the reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. It is denoted by sigma. Therefore, conductivity is equal to 1 upon resistivity, or sigma is equal to 1 upon rho. Now dimensional formula of resistivity. We know that the resistance of the wire of length capital L and area of cross section S is given by R is equal to rho into L upon S. Put it question number 1. Here rho is the resistivity of the material and is given by rho is equal to R into S upon L. Therefore, dimension of rho is equal to dimensions of R into S upon L. Now by Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Therefore, R is equal to V upon I. Therefore, dimension of rho is equal to dimensions of V upon I. Put the value of capital R and into S upon L. Now because potential difference V is equal to work upon charge W upon Q, therefore dimension of rho is equal to dimension of W upon Q. Put the value of V and into S upon I into L. Now W work done, dimension of W is equal to M power 1 L power 2 t power minus 2. Therefore, dimension of rho is equal to, put the dimensions of W, m power 1, L power 2, t power minus 2, and S is the area cross section, or simply area. Dimension of S is equal to L square. So put the dimensions of S, L square. Now Q, electric charge. Dimension of Q is equal to current into time is equal to A power 1 into T power 1. So put the dimensions of Q. We get dimension of rho is equal to m power 1, L power 2, T power minus 2 into L power 2 upon A power 1, T power 1 into A dimension of I into L power 1 dimension of length. So is equal to m power 1, L power 2 plus 2 minus 1 into T power minus 2 minus 1 into A power minus 1 minus 1. So solving this, we get dimensions of rho is equal to m power 1, L power 3, T power minus 3 and A power minus 2. So these are the dimensions for, this is the dimension formula of resistivity. Thank you very much.